students, I am Pooja Madalgi and I am myself is Pooja Madalgi and I completed MSc in Botany. So I am your biology lecturer. Here, first I will start your third chapter, Plant Kingdom. Here, plants, you already know about plants and animals. Here, plants are nothing but these are living organisms. So, animals and plants are a living organism. So, in this chapter, you have to study about plants, how the plants are produced, or how the plants are classified. These are all factors are studied in this chapter. Here, many biologists are classified the plants regarding to the morphology, regarding to anatomy, regarding to cells. Here, the plant is mainly classified three systems. First one is about artificial system of classification. First one is about artificial system of classification. Here, in this system of classification, the plants are classified on the basis of habitat of the plant. The habitat is nothing but the plant's origin of the plants. How the plants gets origin or how the plants gets developed. These are all comes under artificial system of classification. And color of the plant or color of the plant body and shape of the leaves. Regarding to artificial system of classification. Here, students, artificial system of classification. In this system of classification, the plants are classified on the basis of habitat and shape of the leaves. So, example for this system of classification is Aristotle's system of classification. The Aristotle is nothing but a name of scientist. He gave the system of classification. So that is called as artificial system of classification. Understood? Here, artificial system of classification is introduced by Aristotle or Aristotle's system of classification. Next is about second one is natural system of classification. Here, in this classification, natural system of classification, the plants are classified both external as well as internal characteristics of the plants. Here, in artificial system of classification, the plants are classified on the basis of only external characters. Understood? Only external characters are considered in the artificial system of classification. But in natural system of classification, the plants are classified both external as well as internal characters. Here, external characters are like shape of the leaves, or height of the plant, or color of the plant, or color of the flowers, and modification of the flowers. These are all external characters. The external characters are nothing but appearance, external appearance of the plant. So those are called as a external character. Here, natural system of classification is based on both external and internal characters. External and internal characters. Here, external characters are already told. External characters are nothing but a physical appearance or external characteristics of the plant. Here, internal characters. The internal characters are nothing but a internal structure or ultrastructure of the plant and ultrastructure of the cell. Like embryology of the plant and anatomy of the plant. These are all factors comes under internal factors. So natural system of classification is based on the plant characters, both external and internal characteristics of the plant. So, example for this system of classification. Here, example. So, example, Bentham and Hooker system of classification. Bentham and Hooker system of classification. So, Bentham and Hooker is a name of biologist. So, the natural system of classification is given by Bentham and Hooker system of classification. Next is about phylogenetic system of classification. Here, in this phylogenetic system of classification, the plants are classified on the basis of evolutionary relationship. Here, the plants are classified based on evolutionary relationship. Evolutionary relationship. Here, evolution is nothing but a changes in the organism. The evolution is takes place. We are different from our ancestor because we are evolved. So, evolution is nothing but a changes in the organisms. The organisms gets changed by generation to generation. So that is called as a evolution or evolutionary relationship. Here, phylogenetic system of classification is based on evolutionary relationship of the plants. Understood? Next is about example. Example for phylogenetic system of classification. Here, example, many examples are comes under this classification. First one is Vickers system of classification. Vickers system of classification. Second one is about Englers and Franklin system of classification. Engler and Franklin system of classification. These are examples for phylogenetic system of classification. Here, these are mainly three types or three classification of the plant kingdom. First one, artificial system of classification. The plants are classified on the basis of only external characters. On the basis of external character. Here, second one is natural system of natural system of classification. Here, the natural system of classification, the plants are classified both external and internal characteristic of the plant. Third one is about phylogenetic system of classification. Here, phylogenetic system of classification is based on the evolutionary relationship. Here, the examples are very important. In examination, ask 1 mark question. Example for phylogenetic system and example for natural and example for artificial system of classification. These are the mainly three classes in the plant classification. Next is about the nowadays the phylogenetic system of classification is considered because the organisms are not same, because the evolution takes place. That's why in phylogenetic system of classification based on the evolution. So that's why nowadays the phylogenetic system of classification is considered. So based on the phylogenetic system of classification, the again plants are classified. Mainly 5 classes or 5 types. First one is about algae. These are all based on the phylogenetic system of classification. Here, first one is algae. Second, bryophytes and pteridophytes. Fourth one is gymnosperms and angiosperms. These are main classes of plant kingdom. These are main classification, but these are types of classification. So these types are based on phylogenetic system of classification. Here, first one is about algae. So algae is nothing but in their body. The algae is chlorophyllous. Chlorophyllous means chloroplast. The chloroplast means so the algae are capable for producing a food by a process of photosynthesis. Right? Algae are chlorophyllous containing a chloroplast. The chloroplast, presence of the chloroplast indicates production of the food. Production of the food by using a photosynthesis process. By using photosynthesis process. This is first characteristic of algae. Second one is about thalloid. The algae are thalloid. The thalloid meaning the plant body cannot be differentiated into stem, root and leaves. Cannot be differentiated. The undifferentiation of the plant body. Now usually plants are like having a leaves, root. This is normal plant. So normal plant body. But algae, the algae is thalloid. Thalloid is nothing but the plant body cannot be differentiated into leaves, stem. The plant body is like thalloid, thallus. So that is called as a thalloid. These are autotrophic. Third character is the algae is autotrophic. The autotrophic is nothing but the algae produce their own food. Autotrophs means the animals and plants are classified two classes, autotrophs and heterotrophs. You already studied in 10th class. So autotrophs and heterotrophs. The autotrophs are nothing but those organisms are produce their own food. Those are called as autotrophs. And second, so heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are nothing but the organisms or plants depend on the another organism or another plant. That is called as a heterotrophs. So algae, the algae is autotrophic. The algae is prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Next is about fourth character. The plant body is thallus. Already told. Thallus is nothing but the mass of the plant. The plant body cannot be differentiated into leaves, stem and root. The plant body is mass-like structure. So that is called as a thallus. The plant body is thallus. Next character is about microscopic. The algae is microscopic. So the algae cannot be seen by our naked eyes. So algae are microscopic. The algae can be seen under only microscope. That's why algae is called as a microscopic organism. Next is about the structure. Structure of algae is filamentous and conical. Filamentous is nothing but like this. The filaments are present. When we see the algae under microscope, the structure like filamentous. The structure looks like. So filamentous and conical. The cone shape. Conical means cone shape. So algae is filamentous and conical. When algae is put under microscope, not under naked eyes. So next character is about reproduction. How the algae get reproduce? Here the algae reproduce by three types or three methods. First one is about vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction. Second one, asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Third one is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. So algae is reproduce. Reproduce is nothing but the organism produce their offspring or organism produce their same. that is called as a reproduction. So reproduction is takes place by means of three methods. Here first one is vegetative method. Vegetative methods like fragmentation. Like fragmentation. Fragmentation is nothing but a consider a plant body or it is a algae. So fragmentation is nothing but the plant body get fragmented. The plant body get fragmented and made into small pieces. So these are called as a fragments. So these fragments are grow newly. So that is called as a fragmentation. Here the vegetative reproduction is by means of fragmentation. Fragmentation is nothing but it is a one algae. So this algae fragmented or divide itself. Fragmented itself. Those fragments are grow individually. So that process is called as a fragmentation. So next is about reproduction. Asexual reproduction. Here the asexual reproduction is takes place by means of spores or zoospores. Here asexual reproduction by means of zoospores. Consider this is a plant body. This plant body produces a small spores. These are called as a zoospores. So these spores are help in the growing of new plant. So second one is about asexual reproduction is takes place by means of zoospores. And third one is about sexual reproduction. Here sexual reproduction is takes place by means of fusion of gametes. Fusion of gametes. Here the fusion of gametes is nothing but consider this is one gamete and this is one gamete. Or this is one plant, this is another plant. Consider this is P1 plant. P1 means plant number 1 and this is P2 plant. This is plant number 2. Here fusion of gametes is nothing but this plant produces one type of gamete and this type plant is produces another type of gamete. Here it is male gamete and this is female gamete. So this is the indication of female and this is the indication of male. Here these gametes gets fused. These gametes get fused and produce a offspring. This is called as a fusion of gametes. The gametes gets fused. So this is type of sexual reproduction. This is about algae and classification of the plant kingdom. Now the isogamous. And isogamous and oogamous. These are very important for examination. These are very important as per 3 marks question. Here isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. These are nothing but types of reproduction. Is takes place in the algae. So reproduction is takes place by means of isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. Here the isogamous. Here iso means similar. So here in this reproduction the gametes are gets fused. Gametes are fused, similar gametes. Here iso means similar. Similar gametes are gets fused. So similar gametes are gets fused. Here similar means consider this is one gamete. This is female gamete and one male gamete. This is male gamete. These are similar. Is nothing but a originated from a same plant. So the male and female gametes are similar. The similar gametes gets fused. So that is called as a isogamous. So example for isogamous is Spirogyra. The Spirogyra is nothing but a name of a algal species. So Spirogyra is a algae. So this species is reproduced by the process of isogamous. This is very important. Next, anisogamous. And isogamous is nothing but dissimilar. Dissimilar. The gametes are dissimilar or fusion of gametes. The fusion of gametes takes place in between dissimilar gametes. Fusion of gametes. Dissimilar gametes gets fused. Here male and female. These gametes are originated from a different plants. So isogamous is nothing but a dissimilar gametes gets fused. Example for this anisogamous is Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas. This is also name of the algae. Example for anisogamous. Next, oogamous. Oogamous is nothing but a fusion of. Oogamous. Oogamous is nothing but a fusion of small male gamete. The male is small male, and female is large. The female is large. Oogamous is nothing but the male gamete. Male gamete is smaller and female gamete is larger. So these gametes gets fused and produce a offspring. This process is called as a oogamous. Understood? Oogamous is nothing but a fusion of the small male and large female gametes. So these terms are very important for a purpose of examination. So next is about uses of algae. The algae uses. Here there are many species. There are many algal species are there. So those species are used as a human as well as other organisms as well as other animals. First use is about the algal species are used in the food for man because the algae containing a high proteinaceous food or high proteinaceous substances. That's why algal species are used as a food to the man. Next, fodder for a cattle. So fodder for a cattle. So because due to the presence of some useful substances in the algal species. Example for fodder is sargassum. So sargassum is an algae. So this algae is used as a fodder for a cattle. Next, certain algae produce a hydrocolloids. This term is very important. Hydrocolloids are nothing but the algae species having a property that holds the water. The water holding capacity are present in the algal species. So because the algae produce a hydrocolloids. The hydrocolloids produced by algae. So hydrocolloids are nothing but a water holding capacity. That's example is algae. So algae used as a hydrocolloids. Next is about third use is preparation of the agar. So algae is used in the preparation of the agar. So that agar used in the preparation of the some ice cream. Here the Gracilaria and Gelidium. These are the algal species. Gelidium is a red algae. So culture. The tissue culture is nothing but the part of the tissue of the plant is used for growing a new plant. So consider this is a agar plate containing a agar media. So this is agar. When we put tissue of the plant, one tissue of the plant in this agar media, it is act as a nutrient for growing this tissue. So that's why agar is used as a tissue nutrient in the tissue culture. Next is about spirulina. Spirulina is also a name of the algae. So spirulina is rich in the protein. So spirulina is rich in protein. That's why it is used in a food. So our body or animal's body require a protein. That's why the spirulina containing a protein substances. That's why it is used as a food. Next, the algae. The algae takes the carbon dioxide in atmosphere by the process of photosynthesis. Here, photosynthesis process is nothing but a preparation of the own food by using the carbon dioxide and by using the water. So, and sunlight. That process is called as a photosynthesis. Here, CO2. In our environmental condition, the CO2 gets fixed. Carbon dioxide is gets fixed by the algae because the algae used carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. These are some uses of the algae and it is asked for 3 marks question. It is very important. The Gracilaria and Gelidium. These are CET questions. The Gracilaria and Gelidium. Here, Gelidium and Gracilaria is nothing but a name of algae. Those are used in the preparation of the ice cream. Next is about classification of the algae. Here, the algae is classified mainly 3 types. First one is about Chlorophyceae. First one is about Chlorophyceae. Second one is about Phaeophyceae. Second one is about Phaeophyceae. And third one is about Rhodophyceae. These are classification of algae: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Here, Chlorophyceae is commonly called as green algae. The Chlorophyceae is commonly called as green algae. Phaeophyceae is commonly called as a brown algae. Next, Rhodophyceae is commonly called as a red algae. These are main classification of the algae. Here, Chlorophyceae commonly called as green algae, Phaeophyceae commonly called as brown algae, Rhodophyceae commonly called as red algae. So, let us study one by one. So, classification of the algae. I already told the algae is classified into 3 types. First one is Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Here, first one is about Chlorophyceae. Chlorophyceae is commonly called as a green algae. The algae is green in color. There are many colors in algae like green, brown, red. So, Chlorophyceae, it is a class of algae. So, those are green algae, commonly called as a green algae. Here, characteristic of green algae or Chlorophyceae algae. Here, first character. These are unicellular. The unicellular is nothing but a structure. So different algae or different plants containing the different structure of chloroplast. Here the green algae containing the chloroplast. Those chloroplasts are different in structure. Here those structure are plate-like structure. Here those are plate-like structure. Some chloroplasts or some species of green algae containing the plate-like structure chloroplast. Second, reticulate structure. Third one is about spiral. The chloroplast is spiral in structure and ribbon-like, like this. The ribbon-like structure chloroplast is present in the green algae. Next is about next character. The storage. The food is stored in the pyrenites. So pyrenites, these are a part of chloroplast. These pyrenites, consider this is a chloroplast. The chloroplast containing the pyrenites. These are pyrenites. So these pyrenites containing starch and protein. These are nothing but a food substances. Starch and protein are food substances. Those are present in the pyrenites. The pyrenites are present in the chloroplast. Understood? Here, this is important. Pyrenites are important, very important character. The storage bodies are called as a pyrenites. The pyrenites containing protein and starch. Those pyrenites are present in the chloroplast of the algae. So, next character is about cell wall. The cell wall, consider this is a algae. This is called as a cell wall of the cell. This is made up of cellulose. Cellulose is nothing but substances. So, the cell wall is made up of the cellulose. Next, reproduction. How the green algae gets reproduced? Commonly I told, algae is reproduced by three types: vegetative, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Here, green algae gets reproduced by means of three methods also. Here, vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Here, the vegetative reproduction is by means of fragmentation. Here, fragmentation, I already told, fragmentation is nothing but the plant body gets fragmented and those fragmented are developed independently. So, that is called as a fragmentation. Next, asexual reproduction. The asexual reproduction takes place by means of flagellated zoospore. You know, zoospores. These are nothing but a spore. This is an algae. These algae produce small spores. So, these spores are flagellated. What is the meaning of flagellated? The flagella is present. Like, you know about Euglena. So, Euglena containing a flagella. So, single flagella. So, here flagellated zoospores. The spores containing the flagella. So, that is called as a flagellated zoospores. Next, sexual reproduction. I told the isogamous and anisogamous oogamous are very important reproduction processes. Here in green algae, the sexual reproduction takes place by means of three methods: isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. What is isogamous? The isogamous is nothing but similar gametes are gets fused, and anisogamous is nothing but dissimilar gametes gets fused. Third one, oogamous. I told the male is smaller. And female is larger gametes. These gametes gets fused. That is called as a oogamous. Here, sexual reproduction takes place by means of isogamous, kerratinides and oogamous. The example for green algae, Spirogyra olvax. These are an example for green algae, important. So Spirogyra and olvax are an example for green algae. This is about Chlorophyceae, green algae. Next is about Phaeophyceae. The Phaeophyceae is commonly called as a brown algae because these algae are brown in color. So Chlorophyceae green in color. Here Phaeophyceae are brown in color. That's why commonly called as a brown algae. Here because why it is brown? The chlorophyll, major pigments are chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C. That's why the algae are brown in color. Here not only chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C is present, the some other substances are present, or other some pigments are present. Those are xanthophylls, keratinides. These are important. So keratinides and xanthophylls. These are pigments present in the brown algae. Next, food stored in the form of carbohydrates. In green algae, the food is stored in the form of protein and starch. Where it is present? In pyrenites. But in Phaeophyceae, in brown algae, the food is in the form of carbohydrates. So that is called as a laminaria. This term is also important. In the form of laminaria. Next, these algae, brown algae containing the containing the holdplast. So that holdplast is help in the attachment of the substratum. What is holdfast? What is substratum? Here consider this is a algae. So algae, this containing the holdplast. Holdplast are nothing but structures. These are help in the attachment of the substratum. Substratum is nothing but a rock, or it may be river, or it may be other species. So substratum. And these are holdplast. The holdplasts are get attached to the substratum. Next, reproduction. The reproduction is takes place by means of vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Here vegetative as same in the green algae. Here vegetative is takes place by means of fragmentation. Here also green algae also produced by means of fragmentation in the vegetative reproduction. Here brown algae also produced by a process of vegetative reproduction by the process of fragmentation. I already told about the definition of fragmentation. And asexual reproduction is takes place by means of biflagellated zoospores. Here in green algae, the asexual reproduction is takes place by means of flagellated zoospores. But in brown algae, the asexual reproduction is takes place by means of biflagellated. By means two. Here the spores containing the two flagella. Here the spore containing the only one flagella. And sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is takes place by means of both three methods: isogamous, anisogamous and oogamous. Here also iso, aniso and oogamous. Example for brown algae is sargassum. So sargassum is an example for brown algae. color. So next, here in brown algae, the food is stored in the form of carbohydrates. In green algae, the food is stored in the form of starch and protein. Here in Rhodophyceae, in red algae, the food is in the form of Floridian, as in the starch. So Floridian starch. Next, reproduction takes place by means of fragmentation. Both in three cases, the fragmentation takes place in vegetative reproduction and in asexual reproduction. The asexual reproduction is nothing but takes place by means of non-motile spores. Non-motile is nothing but the spores are gets moved randomly. Those are called as a non-motile. Motile means the spores are moved straightly. So those are called as a motile spores. Non-motile spores are nothing but the spores are moved randomly. Random means any other direction or any way. So random. But motile means the spores are moved straight line. Here the spores are non-motile. Those are moved randomly. Here sexual reproduction takes place by means of fusion of gametes. Gametes are gets fused. Example for Rhodophyceae is Gracilaria. So these are three types of algae. So now students, take some assignment questions on today chapter or today class. Write down some questions and solve those questions, and I will check in regular classes. Main questions, write down. First one, write the characters of plants. Write the characters of plants. Second question, write the classification of plants. Write the classification of plants. Third question, define isogamous, unisogamous, isogamous, unisogamous, and oogamous. This is important question. Fourth question, write the uses of algae. Fifth question, write the classification of algae. Sixth question, differentiate between Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae, and Rhodophyceae with examples.